All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Well, well, well. We are here. And, it is time for the Batman. Yes, here I am. So, it is Saturday. My sleep schedule is still kind of fucked up. It has not been consistent whatsoever, which has been very weird. For some reason, and I don't know why this has been happening, but I don't know if like maybe I've just been having nightmares and like I'm not like remembering them or something like that. But I swear to God, for 3 nights in a row, I woke up feeling like I was having a panic attack. And I don't know, like, it was so bizarre. It's just, I'm just laying here, just like normal, right? Just, And then suddenly, the fight or flight thing, like, kicks on in my brain, and I'm like, what? It's very strange. I don't know why it's happening. Gotta laugh about it, though. If you can't laugh about it, you end up crying about it. And it ain't worth shedding tears over. So yeah, there's that. It's been kind of just an interesting week. Not a bad week, by any stretch of the imagination. More of just kind of like a blasé week. You ever had one of those weeks where just like it feels like nothing happens? Like things are happening, but it's not enough of a thing that like Friday comes around and you just completely forgot that the week was there. That was me, like 100% today. I was like, God, it felt like it was Monday yesterday. Maybe I'm under the effects of Scarecrow's gas. Oh, God. Well, here's to hoping that I don't hallucinate anytime soon. But yeah, I just woke up and I'm like, whoa, what the? So yeah, I haven't been able to sleep for like more than like 4 hours at a time. Except for last night. I was supposed to do some recording with someone, and I slept right through my alarm, apparently, or my alarm didn't go off. I don't know. It might have been that my alarm didn't go off. I'm starting to wonder maybe if on my phone the alarm doesn't go off if I have it on Do Not Disturb. That might be the case. Because I forgot that my normal daytime alarm was supposed to go off and it didn't today. So yeah. So that's a thing. But, I mean, good news is that I've got a couple of potential job opportunities coming up. Plus, what's really cool is other means of making money that I have. The amount that I'm making seems to be going up, which makes me very happy. What hidden terror keeps the bat Micah awake at night? Cuttlefish. Sorry. I don't know why. When, ever since the second Avengers movie, if I've ever, like, here, I haven't been asked very often what scares me or anything like that, but my most recent girlfriend, I was, we were just kind of laying down, loafing, as couples often do, and, she goes, and we were talking about stuff, she's like, is there anything that scares you? And I go, cuttlefish. And she goes, what? And I'm like, you know what? Never mind. don't even worry about it. So yes. Just confirmation that I am a madman. But yeah, things are going pretty good. But the big thing that's going on right now is I am waiting to hear back about getting my security license renewed. Because once that is renewed, then I can get a security gig. And there's a place across town that is looking for people, and it's just part-time work, but it pays buku bucks. So I thought to myself, it's like, look, if I throw in a few nights a week and they're paying buku bucks, and it's like buku bucks to the point where like I could pay all of my bills by working like one day a week, that kind of buku bucks. But I'm like, wow, if I worked just a few days a week, I'd still have plenty of time to do YouTube scripts. I'd still have plenty of time to stream. It would be like, really, it would just take away some of the time that I'm just kind of doing not a whole lot. Which admittedly there has been a lot more of now than like in the last like however many months. Because there was a point in time where like managing Grindstone stuff was taking up a lot of my time. But now we are at a point where I think everybody knows what their job is, and they're doing good. So I don't need to like be watching everything like a hawk. I just say what I need and it gets done. And that's the way it should be. Another thing to mention, because I'm just yapping while we wait for people to come in. Another thing worth mentioning is I am really glad that I got off of Twitch. Oh man. Yeah, like they're going through an adpocalypse right now. Now, is there anyone in here that does not know why Twitch is going through an adpocalypse? Because I don't know how much I need to explain of what is going on. Oh, God. Chat's kind of slow. So I'm going to, if I need to explain, okay, Gabe does not know. What is going on over at Twitch is they have a problem. That problem's name is Hassan Piker. Everybody, like, a lot of people know Hassan if you're on the internet. Yeah, if nothing else, you know him just as Cenk from the Young Turks' nephew. And he is a fucking idiot. He is so fucking stupid that it's incredible. And Twitch advertisers have been pulling out from Twitch because Hassan has openly been anti-Semitic ever since the war in Israel started. It was sort of like people already knew that he was. For those who don't know about Hassan Piker, he says he's a white guy. He's not a white guy. Hassan Piker is Turkish, of Turkish descent. If you're Turkish, you're not white. It's the same reason it's like, I could claim to be white because, ethnically speaking, I am a Ashkenazi Jew. which is a European Jew. European Jews are very pasty, as you can tell. Plus, I'm Scottish as well. So, like, I have claimed to, like, if I said that I'm white, you know, with a name Micah Curtis, the first name is obviously Hebrew, but the second name is Irish. You know, so it's like, people are like, oh, well, you know, this white guy with a weird name. Is your dad a preacher? Yes. Well, that explains it. So, but, which dad is a preacher. So, that is the reason I am named Micah. It's actually not because of my ethnicity. But yeah, Hassan is Turkish, by descent. Or, by ethnicity. So, Hassan used to be part of the Young Turks. That's where he kind of got his break. Was working for his uncle. And then, the funny thing about Hassan, I've never understood, like, Hassan Piker is the Lieutenant Jared of the internet. As if anybody has seen Zeta Gundam, you know who Lieutenant Jared is. Lieutenant, like, he even kind of looks like him. Now that I think about it. Hold on a second. He almost looks like the Arabic Lieutenant Jared. I could be way off on this. But I don't care. I want to... Oh my god, he is. He is the Turkish Lieutenant Jared. He even kind of looks like him. They have the exact same fucking hair. Oh my god. I cannot believe that I just put this together. That's what he basically is. He's the Arabic Lieutenant Jared. Looks just like him, supports, you know, people who want the genocide of entire people groups. You know? And fails upwards. Like, holy shit. Servant, do me a favor, tell everybody in the server that's not in here that I just proved that Hassan Piker is the Arabic Lieutenant Jared. Actually, no, I'll just say it. But what Hassan does is Hassan fails upward. Right? Every time he goes and makes an ass out of himself and does something that, like, would literally, like, for any other person on YouTube or just on the internet, like, he would like, be gone, right? Like, he would just be gone, like, die of embarrassment, never come back. He somehow got more popular for being fucking stupid. I don't know how he did it. I literally have no clue. Some of his takes on the Young Turks were just beyond stupid. Like, he would just say dumb shit all the time and get made fun of for it. Because he had no clue what he was talking about. He has no... Like, I think he has a little bit of formal education. A little bit. But, like... This is a guy that clearly was just, like... saying what he could say to get into, like, girls' pants. You know? But Hassan, like, he did a debate, I want to say it was with Charlie Kirk. And I'm not going to go deep into politics. But one thing I would criticize Charlie Kirk for is one thing I would criticize Hassan Piker for. bumper sticker politics. They just, that's kind of what they stick to. The difference is that Charlie Kirk, the gears are turning in Charlie Kirk's head a lot more than Hassan Piker's. Because with Hassan, they're gummed up by hairspray. So, he loses a debate to Charlie Kirk. Not only does he loses spectacularly. I don't think that he's won a debate with a conservative ever. I think that's part of the reason why he stopped doing them. He was just getting thrashed. It was bad. So that was a thing. You would think that would be kind of the end. No, somehow he got more famous. I don't know how he did it. I really have no fucking clue. And he has some of like the most low effort content on Twitch, because it's just him reacting to political stuff, and that's about it. But his recent shit has been mind-numbingly stupid, because this motherfucker has openly been supporting terrorist groups. Openly supporting them. He called Jews pigs. Like, he fucking, he interviewed an actual terrorist and compared him to Luffy from One Piece. What the fuck? Like, he had another streamer visit his house, and he was showing him healthy propaganda videos, trying to say that they were a musical culture. Here's a spoiler: the Howleys don't allow the civilians to own musical instruments. Like, what the fuck, man? Hassan Piker is just one of those guys that he is either monumentally stupid, and monumentally ignorant would go in with that. He's either monumentally stupid or monumentally ignorant. Or, what's even worse is he knows what he's doing and he's playing dumb. If it's the first one, then he's just a moron. If it's the latter, it's malicious. Now, granted, I do actually think he hates Jews. I also think that his uncle hates Jews. The one thing that I will say is this. I have met a lot of Muslims in my time, and even the ones that have lived here in the States for a while do not have positive opinions of Jews. It's a cultural thing. You know, is it still anti-Semitism? Abso-fucking-lutely. But it's one of those things where I kind of expect it. Considering we Jews are the one thing that they can't kill and get rid of. They keep losing to us in wars. Constantly. So basically what's going on is that people have started finding who is advertising with Twitch and sending them correspondence saying, hey, Twitch is platforming a guy who is openly supporting anti-Semitism, and he is openly supporting terrorism. People have been reporting an 80% loss in revenue from advertisements on their Twitch channels. And here's the funny thing about it, is that when you're a lower end streamer on Twitch, you do not make that much ad revenue. Because low end streamers that are still like affiliates, they're gonna have like at best maybe 50 people watching, if not a lot less than that. About what it's right now, it says I got 17 viewers. That's around what I had with Twitch at the point before they started cramming ads down everybody's throat. Um, excuse me. And so whenever it comes right down to it, like, ad revenue for live streams is not that great when you're a smaller streamer. Who it affects are the people with big audiences. Excuse me. Those are the people that make ad revenue on live streams. And what Hassan has basically done is fucked all of them out of money at this point. And he's trying to blame it on Asmongold. Because Asmongold said that, he said, if Twitch does not do something about this, I'm going to start taking steps. Twitch didn't do anything about it. It's like, you can't blame the other guy for this, Hassan. You're responsible for it. You're the one who brought on a fucking terrorist to your live stream. You're the one who is openly calling Jews pigs and ignoring the fact of all the rapes that Muslim terrorists did to my people last year. Which, by the way, they still have Jewish hostages. You're ignoring all of that. Perfectly fine with it. Because it happens to Jews. He's an anti-Semite. I don't say... And here's the thing. I don't say this sort of thing lightly. I'm not Ethan Klein. You know, I don't just accuse somebody of anti-Semitism if they, like, have a criticism of Israel. Like, that's just not my MO. I think that Hassan Piker legitimately hates the Jews. I think he sees the Arabs as the home team because he is part Arab himself. He also believes in progressive BS, so he seems to think that because you're poor, then you're the good guy, which not the case. So yeah. So is Hassan the reason why I'm not doing Let's Plays or Gunpla on Twitch? No, the reason I stopped streaming on Twitch was because I didn't like Twitch's setup. I didn't like the fact that, like, they wanted me to push so many fucking ads, and the payout was, like, nothing. Like, one thing I noticed was 1 month when I ran ads at the pace that they wanted me to run ads on, I checked the money that I made. It was identical to the month before that I hadn't done that and had more of a viewership. Just getting money from bits and subscribers. And I'm like, you all can go fuck yourselves. Like, holy shit. Why the hell would Twitch keep this guy? I genuinely believe that the guy who is the head of Twitch is like a Susan Wojcicki type person. Very politically motivated. Falls into progressive politics. And is willing to do favors for people that hold the same political opinions and bring in viewers. Because the one thing about Hassan, he does bring in an audience. Now, granted, it tends to be an audience of shitheads, but it's an audience, you know. But because they are progressives, they're gonna support him. It's a tribalistic thing. It's stupid. Like, he should have been permabanned from Twitch a long fucking time ago. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind, guys. Dr. Disrespect was permabanned on Twitch for something he didn't, for supposedly sexting a minor. That was the claim from Twitch. But there was no proof that he actually did that. And in fact, they had to settle in court because they jumped the gun on it. They didn't consort legal. When they turned the messages over to law enforcement, they're like, this isn't sexting. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know? So they did that to Dr. Disrespect. But with Hassan, and by the way, Dr. Disrespect's a bigger streamer. Hassan, on the other hand, they just pretend it doesn't happen. So yeah, I think that they tried to keep him because he was bringing in viewers and that brings in revenue, but the thing is like there's people, like, if you got rid of Hassan Piker today, if you got rid of Hassan, you banned him, you perma-banned him, you're not going to take that much of a hit as much as they might think. It's not the first time that a platform has done that to a popular channel, and it won't be the last. Because if there is one thing that I'll say about YouTube, YouTube has not been scared to cut people at all, you know, because if they break TOS. Hassan breaks TOS all the fucking time, and they won't do anything about it. So yeah, it is it's just one of those things where it's like, I would think if I'm running Twitch, I'm like, all right, this guy's trouble. He's killing us with this ad shit. He's gone. You're gone, dude. We're perma banning you. We're canceling our contract with you. We're releasing you from it. Good luck somewhere else. We're not doing this. And then he would have to go to like Kick, which Kick would take him. But because the thing is, if he was streaming here on YouTube, like a lot of the bullshit he pulls would get flagged for copyright, because again, he's just stealing content and like yelling over it, doing it from like major networks, and they don't give a flying fuck, even though what he's doing is enough to count as fair use. It's still lazy content. But Kick would take him. Kick would take him in an instant. But whoop-de-fucking do, So yeah, fuck Twitch. I am never going back there. I don't even like watch anybody over there anymore. Not even like people that are friends of mine. It's nothing against them. It's just that platform is so fucked up, man. YouTube is better in every meaning of the word. Like, goddamn. So yeah. But yeah, I think I'm not like. I would get rid of him. I'd get rid of Vouch. It's like, you got people on your fucking platform that are selling OnlyFans to underage kids. Twitch is such a fucked up platform, and they have allowed this to happen. Yeah, Kick took Johnny Somali. So, but it's like, I remember watching or like clicking on the front page of Twitch at one point. And I shit you not, on Twitch, there's Project Melody in a thong. And I'm like, what the fuck? This breaks TOS. That's nudity. What are you doing? It boggles the mind, is what it does. Just, what the actual fuck? So yeah. I don't know why I just felt like ranting about that, but the rant is complete. So we're going to play a little bit of Batman. Did I catch the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight? No, and I'm glad I didn't. From what I hear, it was a shit show. Okay, Bluetooth is off on my phone. I need to turn this on from here. Okay. But yeah, I am not gonna be watching that fight. What I hear, it's just Jake Paul beating up on an old man, and it's like, God damn it. Somebody had posted on my Discord server, like, oh, this guy wants to fight Jake Paul. And I'm like, well, he's not old enough. Jake Paul's not going to fight anybody his age at this point. Dude is probably just going to go to the closest nursing home and find somebody to fight. Oh, man. But just a heads up, today's stream will not be that long. Fear multi-takedown times 5. Hell yeah. Like I said, my sleep schedule is all jacked up. So, I'm going to, gonna be doing something else, or I'm gonna be going to bed. I wonder if I could take these drones down yet. Yep. Oh, you can't hear the game. Hold on a second. Sorry. One second. My bad. This should fix it. There we go.
When's Scarecrow's show back on?
I think DC has ruined Harley Quinn by turning her into their own version of Deadpool. I haven't been reading the comics, so I can't really say. I haven't given DC or Marvel like a dime of my money in a long, long time. I will freely admit that with Absolute Batman, I pirated it. I didn't give a fuck. I read it on a pirate site. I'm not giving them any money. And I thought Absolute Batman fucking sucked.
I'm imagining. I've got to be imagining it. Who chained a body to a wall? Batman just hit a serpent drone.
it's that fucking it's one of those things where I think to myself,
Alfred, I'm heading to Wayne Tower parking garage.
why the fuck
Lucius has come up with
does the comic book industry think we need to do shit that's like effectively Zack Snyder stuff? Why are we doing this?
Asylum, Arkham City. Never seen Batman. Not once. Just lucky, I guess.
So yeah, I'm just like,
Man, this whole city's a mess. We need Joker back. He'd get everybody in line.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, why are we doing this to these comic book characters? Because they want another Killing Joke hit? Well, the problem is that the Killing Joke had some edge to it, but it was telling a really intriguing story. And had a really cool concept, you know?
How many more of your allies must I kidnap?
A lot of people love Absolute Batman. That's because they don't like Batman. Absolute Batman is just Frank Castle.
Lucius, open the parking lot entrance. I thought you were here already, Mr. Wayne. Must be a glitch in the system. I'll get that checked immediately.
Like, they literally have Batman cut off a dude's hand. It's like, what the fuck?
Mr. Wayne, the perimeter's been breached. We have some uninvited guests. Not for long.
Ow.
Lost the Mamba drone. Mamba down.
But yeah, people, it's like,
Enemy flank.
it's not Batman. Like, it's just Edgeman.
Rattler offline.
And that's, like, that's not what I read Batman for, you know? I like reading a character with principles, you know?
Lost the diamond. Holding position. Under fire. Mamba's been hit.
You know, what I want to see in a Batman comic is him be the world's greatest detective. You know? Not have fucking stupid ass bat cape skills and a bat shotgun.
Mr. Wayne, your upgrade's ready for collection. I'm outfitting the Batmobile with the latest in ground-penetrating sonar, Mr. Wayne. Just fire out a pulse, and the onboard computer can generate an image of what you scan below. And yes, it's sensitive enough to detect long-dead plant roots, assuming they're there to be found.
Why have Absolute Batman when we already have a Moon Knight? Moon Knight's not this edgy.
We can't risk another incursion. Lock the building down and transfer remote production to Alpha.
Like, not even close.
Wayne, good luck with the gardening.
Master Bruce,
Like-
I'm afraid those drones were just the beginning. I've detected a significant redeployment of vehicles from Founders Island into the north and south of the city. It seems the Arkham Knight is tightening his grip.
I'm ready for them, Alfred.
Very good, sir.
Ivy, I've found a way to track the root systems beneath Gotham.
Follow the roots. They'll take you where you need to go.
And I get from a marketing standpoint, or from a lore standpoint, what the absolute line is supposed to be. The problem is it's fucking lame. But yeah, we've already got characters like DC has Midnighter. Why not just push Midnighter? Midnighter literally checks all the boxes because he's gay! Which way am I supposed to go here? It's the dumbest shit. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Because the writers want to tear down the greats to not create good comics. I do genuinely think that's the case. Because Midnighter isn't Batman, he doesn't have the audience Batman does. You could build it, though. That's the thing. Like, they acquired Wildstorm's properties years ago and have done nothing with them.
Ivy! They're attacking my plant! Protect her!
Keep firing! Bring it down!
Yes, sir. Establish a perimeter. No one gets on this roof.
I can make her bark harder than steel, but I need time!
I'll protect it.
No more medic.
Keep them away.
I'm working on it, lady.
I need more time. Keep fighting, Batman.
Take your best shot!
Protect her, Batman. Just a little longer. Not long now.
This ought to stop him. And that's the end. DC wants to bring back a Batman who kills, bring back Red Hood. Well, Red Hood is still around. They're just not doing anything with him.
She should be strong enough to neutralize Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope we don't need to find out. Stay in the gardens, Ivy. I'll let you know.
Like, Red Hood had a really good...
Alfred.
In fact, I would argue, like, the best...
I wish I could, sir.
Him and Superman had the best comics at Rebirth. When they did DC Rebirth. Like, Red Hood and the Outlaws
Run a full analysis
and
of
Superman
forces.
were amazing. I would say, like, those two
Upload the
and
data to the
Deathstroke
Batcomputer
by
in
Christopher
movie
Priest.
studios when you're ready.
Best comics that were out at the time.
There are numerous open cases yet to be investigated.
And they just dropped the ball on all of them. They just decided that they didn't want to do that anymore. They gave Superman to fucking Bendis.
You might want to search the Bristol.
And we all know how that went.
Officers have reported hearing the same opera music associated with other crime scenes you've investigated.
So,
Two-Face is hitting banks. Smart.
I just find myself very frustrated by it.
It's Batman. This isn't over. No way. Hey, we gonna get those barriers up or what? Relax. What's your problem? Oh, I don't know. That guy with the cape and the ears? Batman's shown me nothing so far. He's got a lot of fancy tech. That's about it. That's great, really. Any chance?
The militia's gone for the high ground, overlooking Salvation Bridge.
They think they're safe in their watchtowers. They're in for quite a shock.
So yeah, it's one of those things. And by the way, hello, like Eclectic. It's one of those things where it's just,
Oh, the night?
I find myself just incredibly frustrated.
No, the advisor. Got the night brought in. Look out, Batman!
But the other Absolute books, don't really care about them.
Help me out here.
Because Absolute Wonder Woman is just, it's just edgy Wonder Woman.
You can't hurt me. I'll destroy you.
And the writer of Absolute Superman is Jason Aaron. I have no desire to read a Jason Aaron Superman story because it's going to be edgy and it's going to be packed with social commentary that he has that is probably at best bumper sticker politics because Jason Aaron is a fucking moron.
Show him we hold the skies.
You might want to search the Bristol district, sir. Officers have reported hearing the same opera music associated with other crime scenes you've investigated.
There it is.
Alfred, we can add a third victim to the list.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. Turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I'm going to try and identify the body.
Long Halloween reference, but tish. Alright, let's have a look here. Oh, what's this?
I've seen that pattern of scar tissue before. It's a bite mark. Analyzing its radius points to a species of Selachomorpha. This particular variety of shark is only found in the waters off the coast of North Gotham. The victim is fitted with an ocular prosthesis. This specific type of medical-grade acrylic was used only once during a trial 5 years ago.
Metal rod in the arm.
Signs of trauma to the upper arm. At some point, titanium screws have been implanted to repair a fractured humerus. Alfred, the victim's name is Lisa Mendez.
She had quite a troubled upbringing.
So yeah.
Orphaned age 9, foster homes, drug abuse. She developed a talent for surfing, hence the shark attack. Tragically, it's also how she lost her boyfriend. She was working for a Christian charity in Tucson, Arizona, when she went missing.
That's 3 victims, all of them abducted in various places around the country. Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
Right you are, sir.
The writing by the bodies suggests the killer has a higher purpose. It's as if these weren't good enough for what he has in mind.
Do you think there are other victims?
Yes, and I don't know what he has planned for them.
When it comes to fan complaints, how can we tell which is invalid with the bitching and the ones, well,
Oh yeah, Ivy and the Bat, best friends working together.
it's an interesting question. The way that I look at it is,
Whatever Riddler's built beneath Chinatown, it's not going to stop me.
the basic is you have to kind of understand what exactly it is that's being that is a problem within the arts as of right now. So the big thing that these types complain about is wokeness, right? Well, what is that exactly? You know, can they define what it is? If they can't really define what it is, right out of the gate, just don't listen to the person. But, effectively what it is its intersectionality. And the idea is that people who believe in it tend to screw with the arts for what they consider to be societal justice. So, you know, the old adage of the social justice warrior, right? And things that they might be changing. The thing is that people who have those beliefs, they don't really stay that quiet about them. So it's really easy to tell when somebody is around that, like, holds those ideas.
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
Well, Dark Knight, eager
So,
for more? It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity
that's
to
the thing.
glimpse my
It, because it's like, one example is, like, you mentioned Resident Evil 4, right?
No, you really are? These trials are my masterpieces, detective. When I am defeating
Part of the problem with
monuments to my genius,
people freaking out about it
to your stupidity,
was
crowds of school children will pack
it's a Japanese video game being developed in Japan.
where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come.
You know, they just, you know, they have no clue. Like, how the fuck did these or rather, God, I'm tired. How exactly does Ashley skirt your inability to look up it? How pray tell
You must provide power to this board, detective.
is that advancing the cause of social justice? You know? Because that's how the people in question are always thinking. Because that is their primary concern.
Need I remind you that Catwoman's life hangs in the balance? Oh dear, Dark Knight. You don't stand a remote chance of solving this one.
Okay, that didn't work.
You flipped the car? Perhaps I am in need of a more worthy nemesis.
My brain is not wanting to work today. Well, that's the thing, Junk. They do believe that what they're doing is for a level of social justice. Because they think that by taking those things away, they are making the world more equal. Now, is it actually, like, doing that? No. One question that I always ask people that hold those beliefs is, did anything change? Did the world change by making this decision? One example is this. The female custodies thing. Since the whole female custodies thing happened, has there been great societal change? Specifically because of that? No, of course not. Because at the end of the day, as much as I'm not a fan of the change,
It's a test of intelligence, Dark Knight. It's a test of skill. Well done.
in fact, I would argue
Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by
that the opposite happened. Between that and a lot of other changes that have gone on in the world, things have shifted in the other direction.
Congratulations, Dark Knight. You've earned the right to play the next part of the puzzle. Head over to the board.
Oh, joy. Time to play the Will My Head Explode game again.
Okay, so let me look at the pattern here. So it's like a D.
Riddle
Let's
me
get-
this. What has a cape?
Let's
a
rotate it
collar,
like that.
Can't be trusted not to get you killed.
So if I rotate it like that, one to the right,
I used to dream
Okay.
of Batman's death, I admit. But I
it's
will
this
not
one
settle
right
for
here.
him causing yours. Causing you.
Better be right, Batman.
Well, Leo, we don't know that. It's a rumor.
Head
It's
still
not
attached?
confirmed.
Great. Collar still attached? Not so great.
Congratulations! You've achieved a very minor victory of not being as stupid.
I honestly think
Not stupid as you look.
that the Custodies changing it
Now,
to
Catwoman,
where there
celebrate
could be
your survival by
female
telling
members
Batman
of it.
all about the exciting orphanage
I think that was
development.
No.
I think that was a strategic move, and I'll explain why in a second. Valhalla Erickson asks, and thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Man, there's a big mysterious green door.
Do you feel like manga continues to eclipse comics?
Come back to the
To be
orphanage,
honest with you,
and I'll let the pair of you through it.
I'm not reading a lot of manga myself. Nothing new, except, like, whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna get caught up on Chainsaw Man, because that's what I'm interested in. But, to a lot of readers, the answer is yes. Me, personally, not really.
Well done, Dark Knight. You should, I hope, be beginning to comprehend the breadth of the task.
I've already gone over, like, my gripe with Dan Dan,
thrown down.
but I'm not going to, so I'm not gonna go over it again.
Feeling cocky. Early victories have filled you with false hope. Well then, ride that wave of smug satisfaction all the way back to the orphanage. I'm waiting. Orphanage.
This shows that we don't know that either. That's another rumor. But as I was saying, I think that the things that comic book readers are looking for, because they're not finding it in comics, they're turning to manga instead. I think it's just that simple. So the answer is yes.
Thanks for running us over. I've seen it happen.
So, yeah, there's a lot of, let me say this right now, a lot of the rumors about the 40K series are just that, rumors. There's been no confirmation of anything. All we know is that 40K and Amazon have until the end of the year to come to an agreement on how they want this show that they've optioned to turn out, how they want it to go, what it's going to be about. That could mean a lot of things. For example, I'm going to pause the game while we talk about this. So let's think about this for a second. So with 40K, let's say Amazon says, we want a live action series for 40K. Immediately, if I am in the meeting, my first instinct is, okay, what's our budget going to be? And if it's anything less than what you're giving in Rings of Power, the answer is no. Because there's no fucking way. Because think about it. There's not a setting in 40K that you're not going to need a ton of CG in. And the costumes that you put together are going to be fucking expensive. Especially depending on the story you tell. But let's say they get a decent budget. Right? They get a pretty good budget for a live action show. At that point, the next discussion is going to be, okay, do you want one of our more popular stories to be adapted? And they said, yes, we would definitely like a popular story adapted. Well, our most popular is called The Horus Heresy. And it's like 50 fucking books. I think it's pretty up there. Let me check, because I want to say like the last one came out not too long ago. How many books in the Horus Heresy? 64. There are 64 fucking books. 64 fucking books in the Horus Heresy. So you tell them that, they're gonna go, what? How the fuck? So that's not going to work. And then this will go to that. I don't know if Amazon actually has gender quotas, but there are people at Amazon that do feel like you need to hit what they want in regards to diversity, but they'll put money before politics, I think. But the thing is like you say, it's like, all right, well, can you turn it into several seasons of a television show? Oh, absolutely. There's plenty here to do that. So, okay, we'll figure that out. So how many women are in this story? And that's what I'm getting to. Not very many. There's a few, not very many. You know? It's like, so you're telling me that most of the cast of this story is men. Yep. Like, there's... So the Horus Heresy's a no-go. Because it's not going to have what you're looking for. So, at that point, you're just like, you know, like, what are we going to do? And what Games Workshop is just going to have to say is like, look, our most popular characters in this setting are the Imperium of Man and the Space Marines. The Space Marines are all dudes. All of them. So that is the kind of story we can tell. However, there are other factions that have women in them that we can include in the story. And this is where one of the rumors comes in that does sound kind of plausible. Because it's not the Sisters of Silence that they're saying no to, that they were rumored to be saying no to. It was the Adeptus Sororitas. The Sisters of Battle. which blows my fucking mind. Because the Sisters of Battle are fucking awesome. Anybody who knows 40K knows the Sisters of Battle are fucking great. They airdrop churches on people. You know? Their power armor looks fucking awesome. And on top of that, they are a lot more human in a lot of ways than a lot of the Space Marines are. They are a lot... The Adeptus Sororitas are more about the common man, whereas Space Marines can be very brutal guys. So... But I'm thinking that what they're looking at, where the hang-up is what Amazon wants and what the budget needs to be. I bet they can't agree on it. I'm thinking it's just that, honestly. Because at the end of the day, I think that Amazon probably thought that they were going to get their hands on another property that they could milk, but it's just... Like, fuck. Like, what are we gonna do? Why do you assume they even have the slightest intent of doing a faithful adaptation of anything? Have you watched Invincible? Invincible is very faithful. Only major change is Amber. And she's gonna be gone after the season anyway. We're not going to hear from her ever again. And it's great because she sucks. My thought would be do animation. Do computer animation. And I honestly... Yes, Devin, that is literally what I just said. Don't be autistic, buddy. Where it's just a conversation. Relax. Chill out, dude. You don't chill out, I'm going to have to give you a timeout. I don't want to do that. I like conversation. Yeah, Amazon's Reacher is also really good. What was that action series with Chris Pratt in it? I forget the name of it. That one was apparently really faithful. I think that what the test is going to be is how much success they have with Secret Level. Terminal List, thank you. I think that the Secret Level is going to be the big test. And how well received that 40K is going to be, that the 40K episode is going to be. Because that literally follows right after the end of the story of Space Marine. And on top of that, it might feature... I have a theory behind it. Hold on a second. Oh, Serena, you have spammed so much stuff in my TV and thing. I want to find this image. So much junk. There we go. So from the trailer, we get a good look at Titus's squad. They're not... Fizz, are you trolling with the stop motion thing? Because there's no fucking way they would do that. They would do this. They would do computer generated animation. But, so this is Titus and his squad. Here's Titus right here. And you can see he is surrounded by veterans from the first platoon. There's a theory, and the theory is that this guy right here, that this is Malum Kaido. And if that's the case, oh goddamn. We can't really tell if it's Kaido because we can't see the left part of his armor or the right part of his right pauldron. I can't tell if he's wearing like the beaky helmet or the other one. But this might be Kaido, and it would make sense because we see one of the Stern Guard veterans, their face right here. I'm not saying that this guy is Kaido. I don't know who he is. But you can see here he has 4 bronze service studs. So he's about as old as Titus is. So, the other thing I can't figure out is what the fuck they're doing. So you have Titus, and you have 2 Stern Guard veterans and a veteran sergeant. Because that's what this is, the red helmet with the white stripe. So you have Titus, 2 Stern Guards, veteran sergeant, under his command. These guys are from first platoon, though, which are the elite of the Ultramarines. And for some reason, Titus is dragging a coffin behind him. And they are fighting what looks like chaos cultists in the trailer. So I'm really curious about what they're going to do. But I think if it's successful, I think that what's going to end up happening is whatever Amazon is doing with Warhammer, if that is successful, they will probably go computer-generated animation. Because at that point, you can just hire whoever the fuck you want for voice content. Not to mention, I would just like to see that because I really want Charles Dance to voice Lionel Johnson.
Welcome back to the Riddletorium. Do not fear. Your friend has not been harmed. Before I allow you to see her, however, riddle me this. Riddle me this. What kind of question can only be asked upon reflection? Good luck. No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark.
Can only be answered upon reflection. I actually am not sure. Amazon could have hired the guy that made Astartes for that, but they didn't. They actually did. They did hire him, dude. You're a little behind on what's going on. They hired him. Like, they hired him a while ago. I'm pretty sure one of the things that's in Hammer and Bolter is from him. That's not it. Oh, that's right. I gotta rotate these. But yeah, not only did they hire the Astartes guy, they made his chapter canon.
Well, well, it seems you have earned the right to see your friend. Why, she'll be as surprised as I am that you've made it this far.
Oh, good. You're back. Eddie wouldn't show me whatever deranged parlor game he's got waiting behind that door until you arrived.
I'll get you out of here.
I'm sorry, do I seem testy? It's probably something to do with the gorgeous necklace Eddie picked out for me. Have you seen it? It explodes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Devin. I think that, this is a very well-designed game.
Because you'll need to work together if you want to find the key hidden in here. Find the key.
Well, this looks creepy. Someone's been reading Feng Shui for serial killers. Oh, great. Extra trapped. As if the collar wasn't enough.
Oh, Batman, Catwoman, neither of you is getting out of there without the other's help.
Okay, let's see here. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4.
I've got 5 switches in the world's most boring light. Oh, look. It's more of Eddie's homemade friends.
Well, there we go.
Okay, let's see what it is for
You're
Batman.
not quite as dumb as each other.
3,
Congratulations, Catwoman. Batman,
1,
you're lagging behind.
4, 5, 2. Wait, let me look at it again. 3, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. 3, 1, 4, 5, dose.
Oh, Dark Knight. I can barely describe to you what a pleasure it is to see your brow furrow over the simplest of conundrums. I do apologize for not creating a riddle that you can merely...
Okay, time to break these real quick.
Here, why don't you take out your primitive frustrations on my automated assistants?
Fucked up my combo there, but oh well. Break this.
My programming animates these beautiful creations, Dark Knight.
I guess.
Not one of your absurd back attractions is so brilliant. Prototypes, Dark Knight, these are merely prototypes. So try to mitigate that primal feeling of triumph
Bam.
upon beating one. Well then, it seems you've earned another key.
This is going to take all night, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not wrong, Junk. But if nothing else, it is creating opportunity, which is always a plus. There's a ton of creative people out there, and it's always nice to see them get a shot.
I got to hit something.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I don't need your concern. Just your help getting this thing off.
I'm gonna check something real quick. How many points do I have? 7. There we go.
I wouldn't celebrate just yet, you two. Dark Knight, my next challenge can be found beneath Elliott Memorial Hospital. Conveniently located for when you pass out due to mental exhaustion.
All right.
Your
Beat some
rail
dudes
station
up.
entrance has been taken over by the militia. I'm taking it back.
Must have been when I started looking out of your eyes. Hmm? You're gonna ask her out or what? Oh, you're not still torn up about Talia al Ghul, are you? Come on, it's been months. Even the worms that ate her corpse have probably forgotten about it by now.
So I wasn't supposed to do this hand to hand. Oops. Wasn't thinking that one through. That's my bad.
That's what happens when you take on my men. You lose.
That was not a smart move right there. I was thinking it was gonna be a fist fight. I should have scanned the area first. Oh man, I was all hyped. I'm like, let's go, and they're like, nope. And I'm like, ow.
By the time we're finished, there's gonna be nothing left of this stinking city.
There we go. Okay. This is gonna be interesting.
Now the airships. Batman's pushing us hard. You're probably out there watching us right now. Bring it on, I say.
So there's 3 with their weaponry disabled.
I saw a prototype for the code.
There's no way to stealth take down all these dudes. So
Training. That thing took out a whole battalion on its own. It's a monster.
bam! Got it.
The commander's here somewhere. I need to find him and shut this checkpoint down.
I used stealth kind of, maybe. Not really.
All around units, hold the checkpoint down.
I think I did a pretty decent job there.
Alfred, I'm heading to the movie studios. Prepare the analysis of the Arkham Knight stronghold on Founders Island. It's time we took the fight to them.
Very well, sir.
Let's fucking go. I did use one smoke grenade. I used it to blind the guys on the right side while I fought the ones on the left. So by the time that the ones on the right were ready to get back into the fight, I already had dropped like 3 or 4 guys. It was a little strategery. Because I didn't really have the meat, like, it wasn't really laid out in a good way for stealth. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to force the issue. I'm just going to try to pull a few, whatchamacallits, pull a few, like, stunts that I've done in the past.
Who the hell invited Ivy and her damn plants to the party?
Batman took out a drone. Make him pay.
Just think.
Open.
Robin's down there right now, planning his life with Barbara. Probably thinking of names for all the little rug bats they'll have. What a lucky boy. She was so lovely. Oh, look,
Sir, how are you going to tell Master Drake about Barbara? He'll be devastated. He could do something dangerous.
I'm not. Not yet. I need him focused on the cure.
Sir, it was bad enough keeping Miss Gordon's abduction a secret. But this, it's wrong.
We have to make sacrifices, Alfred.
Consider those sacrifices wisely, sir. If he finds out she's gone and you didn't tell him, you will lose him forever.
You upset that the Red Claw was never a villain in the game? That's the funny thing about Batman, dude. Like, these games are huge, have a ton of villains in them, and,
Good to see you, Batman. I'm guessing
you know.
this isn't a social call. Is it as bad as it sounds out there?
Worse.
But nothing you can't handle, right?
You promise?
But you're still gonna miss some.
Long-range scanners have not been able to locate the cloudburst.
Deploy the Batwing and run a low-level thermal scan.
We can't, sir. Founders Island is protected by 2 radar towers connected to a long-range missile launcher. You won't be able to get the Batwing or indeed the Batmobile anywhere near there.
I can destroy the radar towers.
How old are Barbara and Tim in this game? In their 20s, I think.
Drones protecting them.
Well, there is one possibility. I've identified a special drone that appears to be acting as a relay hub, managing all communications.
If I can get my hands on that drone, there's a chance we can reverse engineer the security protocols and give me a window to take out those radar towers.
A chance, perhaps, sir. But it sounds dangerous. Too dangerous.
It's the only way. I'll keep you updated.
I still haven't heard from Barbara.
Trust me, Robin. She's fine. I need
Oh,
you to focus on the
Bruce.
cure.
You don't have to do this on your own, Bruce. I can help you.
It's under control. We need that antidote.
We're getting there. It won't be long now. Look, if you need help, you know where to find me.
Bruce, why do you do these things to yourself, my man?
I thought for sure you were going to tell him. Come clean like you did with Gordon. Ah, but you realized, why break him now when we can crush him later? It's
The game might have a codex like a sign where it mentions their age. I'll check it here in a second.
infested cave of a mind, and it seems like you actually believe this cure. Oh, no.
It's right here. So, where is Tim at? Well, there's Babs. Her age is not listed. I didn't realize she was that tall, though. 5'11"? Yeah, she's only an inch shorter than Dick Grayson is. Yeah, Tim is 6 feet as well. I want to say Bruce is 6'2". Yep. 6'2", 210. Very little lean in this game.
No, Bruce. Forget about the cure. You just concentrate on taking out the Arkham Knight.
Never ask a woman her age.
The last good thing you...
Yeah, that is true. And if she asks if her ass looks fat in that, you say one of two things. You say no, or you say yes, and I'm very happy that it does.
Be careful, the Bat's got a cannon on his car. He's kicking ass.
Yeah, Prometheus would have been interesting to see in one of these games.
Okay, I'm getting bored. I say we do him now. How? I don't know how. All I know is it's gotta be now. Now? Yeah, now. What are you, deaf?
Okay.
I'm gonna shock your ass.
No. Bonk. Bonk. Do that sheet. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, there's another gun in play. Bye-bye.
Help me, please.
There's been a Batman manga release called Justice
I
Breaker.
don't know what to say.
Justice
I didn't think anything.
Justice Breaker. It sounds like a Common Rider attack.
Since the fire started.
I need more evidence to be certain, but I think your crew was tackling the work of one serial arsonist.
Great. Guess it wouldn't be Gotham without a crazy pyro running loose, huh? You know, the chief always said we'd get through it. But I don't know anymore.
Hey, boss, what is up?
Everything's going to be okay. You'll be safe with the rest of your men back at GCPD.
Alright, where was I going? That's right. I've had some pretty clean fights, though, I have to say. I'm honestly feeling a little rusty. Like, this is nowhere near my best Arkhaming.
There's got a building somewhere around here, right? Yeah, over by the plaza. You know, there's rumors he might have put some money into this. That ain't hard to imagine. He's had his eyes on that city for a while. He gets rid of Batman. He's still got Bruce Wayne to worry about. Terrifying. Man, what's the time? Surface now!
That was a clean landing right there. Hey, Rocket, what's up, buddy?
Batman's taking out a drone.
But yeah, one thing I will freely admit, if there is one artist that I would love to see draw a Batman comic or manga, it would be the guy who does One Punch Man. The artist, not the writer. So not one.
Tough night, huh? There's an old remedy I used to try on nights like this. It's called nerve.
Gimme. Yoink.
Chip will allow me to temporarily blind the drones. That should give me enough time to take out the 2 radar towers.
Very nice. Excuse me.
I need to destroy the radar before the drone comes back online.
Move your ass, Bruce.
That's the first radar tower dealt with.
All units, we've lost radar coverage in Sector 1. Probable malfunction. I'm assigning tech now. Relay that order. It was Batman. Radar Tower B, prepare yourselves. Alpha target incoming. Is onto this island. Look out! Look back!
The look on your face.
Shut up,
when you
Joker.
saw him. I would have thought the big bad Batman, scared of his own reflection.
Are any of them armed? Nope. Alright, let's just fight.
I told the Arkham Knight that you are his to dispose of as nice. Though I warned him that what's left won't be the Batman anymore.
Bye-bye. You sit the fuck down. That solves that problem. Now.
Oh, Bruce. I know how you feel about this Arkham Wannabat. The same way I feel about those cheap Joker knockoffs you've got at the movie studios. There can only be one Joker, Bats, and it's me. I mean, you.
I can use the remote hacking device to temporarily blind the sentry gun.
Massacre the lot of them and purify the Joker gene pool.
I love how Joker is just advocating for total Joker death.
I saw a body chain on the wall earlier. This town's better off covered in gas.
Yoink.
Alfred, I've dealt with the radar.
Now there's just the trivial matter of a long-range missile launcher. Once it's been taken care of...
Kind of bummed they didn't bring in the martial... Oh yeah, the martial art or origin. I did like those villains. The one where you had to like double parry. Those were pretty cool.
We've lost the second radar. He bypassed the sentry guns. How is that possible? Just keep the missile launcher in play. I control these skies. Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared.
That was a close one.
I'll cover you. I'm picking up the signal again. Started. Picking us off. You knew it was here. Damn it. Signal's gone. Could be anywhere. Nothing we can do here. Spread out and find it. Stuck in the past, Batman. Still using the same old moves. Team up and watch it. Buddy up. Don't let him get you.
Let's do some stuff.
It's too quiet. Report. Nothing. I don't like it. We're good. We're in control. Don't panic. Screw you. Maybe I want to panic.
Should have let him walk a bit farther, but whatever.
If he comes back, we've got to be ready. Hey, what happened to you? Guy's out cold. That hits hard. Bullets hit harder. Bring him on. Nothing we can do for him. Get over here. I found someone. He's injured. Over here. What are you thinking? Take it on the back. I'm picking up a signal here. Got noise everywhere. I'm searching for a lock-on. This doesn't make any sense. It says he's...
Hey, Gunny, thank you for the renewing your membership. Says just bought Space Marine 2, but I'm sick this weekend and it sucks. I keep falling asleep to YouTube videos. I know the feeling.
Gamma 4 status. Gamma 4, do you copy? Sir, he's going for the defense shield.
The armor on the missile launcher is too thick for me to penetrate. I need something with a little more punch. It's being protected by a defense shield. I can lower it in the control room.
And the control room, I think, was like right over here.
Where's Batman been hiding?
But yeah, thank you for renewing your membership, dude. Very much appreciated. Things are getting better. It's making me kind of happy. I won't lie. I would honestly have a blast if I could get to do this full time someday. But I'm not gonna not gonna try to rush it. You know. Up we go. Alright.
I'll stay in the control room and bring the car in remotely. I can't let the militia get in here to re-enable the defenses. Alfred, I need you to lower the bridges.
Of course, sir. I see you're making full use of the Batmobile's remote guidance system.
But yeah, Space Marine 2 though is awesome.
Sir, Batman's lowering all 3 bridges into Founders Island. He's bringing the car to destroy the missile launcher. Deploy Strike Team Delta to target location now. Yes, sir. What about the Batmobile? Activate the Cobra Squadron. Run it into the ground. Enemy's been found. Riker Heights.
So they're almost all above me, it seems. Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm so scared. Oh, hello, Arkham Knight. We will have to see what happens. Shit. Shit! Ow. Damn! The Arkham Knight was right. Alright, have a good night, Junk.
You're finished. And Gotham's finished too.
Well, that didn't work out in my favor now, did it? Yeah, lost a wheel and then some. God damn. Blah. Alright, let's try this again.
He's bringing the car to destroy the missile launcher. Deploy Strike Team Delta to target location now.
Yes, sir. What about the Batmobile?
Activate the Cobra Squadron. Right into the ground.
One down.
Diverting 2 Cobras now.
Shit.
We're still in operation.
Talk to me, Commander.
Area scan complete. We've got nothing.
Quicker next time.
Shit.
Alpha targets on Perdition Bridge. Target strike.
Forgot how tough this one was. Gummy throws at $5. Thank you very much. He says, I'll probably end waiting for my Thanksgiving vacation. After next week, I have a whole week off. Nice. To be honest, when it comes to the campaign of Space Marine, it does go pretty quick. It's not super long. God damn, it's a blast, though. Two left.
We know where you are, Batman. You're not getting out of that control room alive.
So they say. But is that how it goes?
You can't hide forever.
I'm not hiding, though. I'm hunting.
Cobra drone offline. You're not drawing me out, Batman.
Which company do I think could make a good Superman game? I don't know. That's a really good question, Tyler. And I don't know if I have the answer to it.
Strike Team Delta deployed. They're heading to target
You
location.
need to destroy the missile launcher.
You put up a good fight, and now you lose.
Time to take out the missile launcher.
Fuck it. Oh. That'll help.
Rooftops clear. Target's in the control room. Moving into secure.
Hold up, Lieutenant. He's mine.
You got me. Okay, I give up.
Where'd he go?
Raise the defense shields. Keep all access points covered.
Oh, seriously? He heard you boys coming from a mile away. Those pointy ears aren't just for show, you know.
Sir, the launcher is secure. As long as we control the skies, he'll never find it.
Good. Are we still on schedule?
We're entering the final phase.
Are you?
Not yet, Dark Knight.
Here we go. And Slammadonko. No more medic. Ow. And 2 points. I have never played the Batman Telltale game, so I don't really have an opinion about it. Say goodnight, big boy. Bam! Go to sleep.
The Arkham Knight.
Was there ever a good attempt at a Superman game? I felt like the Superman game that they were trying for
He's not a ghost. He's got training and a growth.
God, what was that
Why
that
did
Superman
search
movie
anyone ever
where
committed to Arkham because
Kevin Spacey played Lex Luthor?
You heard me.
There was a video game tie-in to that was actually, they were legitimately trying, it seemed.
I'm trusting you to narrow it down.
That's the last one I can think of, though. That handles that. Superman Returns, that's it. The tie-in game to that, they were trying. There were some ideas in it that I really liked.
The Arkham Knight's missile launcher is destroyed. I'm calling in the Batwing to start searching for the cloudburst. Upload the results to the clock tower once it's complete.
Okay, now we're done playing soldiers. Let's have some real fun.
Okay. Can I do... Still can't. Fuck.
Hope you're not busy, Bruce. I got a truck. It's right by the bank in Kingston.
I'll track it back to the cache. Prepare for strong resistance, Dick. Penguin won't want to lose any more of his weapons.
I promise, I'll hand control of your body right back when my turn.
But the tricky part to Superman is making being that powerful appealing and properly translating his powers. I think it could be done. I'm just not a creative enough individual to figure it out. Thank you for the $5, Gunny. He woke up half an hour ago seeing the outcome of Jake versus Mike fight. I would have beaten Jake Paul to a pulp if I was offered $100 million. Well, here's the thing. Jake Paul can box. He can do it. The fight that he had with Tyson Fury's little brother, he did lose, but it was competitive. He showed that he can hang with the with people about his skill level. But the problem is that he's looking for the biggest money fights that he can get his hands on. But he's not, because he's not fighting young, talented dudes like himself, he's not getting any better.
Who's out there? Oh crap! Run! Run! It's Batman! Oh god, Batman! He's tailing us! Boy, try to lose him! I'm trying! Put your foot down! He's gaining on us! I thought Penguin said he'd take care of the bat!
Penguin?
See the bat?
Take care of me?
Anything. I don't see him either. You think we lost him? I don't know.
Please. But yeah, with Jake Paul, like,
Why am I hearing your bloody voice?
you know,
Batman.
What now?
he's got to get to a point where
Why are you so
he's fighting, like, legit dudes
Oh, that's all right then.
that aren't, like, old.
Accepted.
So,
No, not really. He's already got 2 of my caches. If he gets number 3, your family jewels are coming off. Now lose him.
Looks clear. I think we lost him. Thank God. Get a move on before he finds us again.
but the big thing for me, it's like, with a Superman game, he has so many
Taking us
powers.
to the drop-off, right?
He has heat vision, he has super speed, he has super breath.
Chance.
He can fly, this and that. Like,
I told you I could shake him. So much for the bat. He never had a chance.
it's challenging to find
Lost his touch.
interesting ways to, you know, make a video game difficult. Any sign of Dr. Langstrom? I haven't heard him in a minute. Well, my whole thing with Superman is, like, what I would love is, like, the ability to just, like, uncork
Pull it out of my freaking
with him. That was the one thing that I really liked about that one Superman game for Superman Returns was, you could break the sound barrier. Now, you really couldn't do anything creative with it, but just the fact that you could do it was kind of nuts to me. I'm like, okay, they went to this degree. That's cool.
Give me some to shoot.
Like, it would be a game where you have to embrace creativity.
Man of my talent should be stuck on guard duty. Get out of my
Penguin has a stockpile of arms near the fish market in Drescher. Same drill as before, Dick.
You got it.
You got ammo?
But,
I'm good. How about you, Knuckles?
you know, unique ways to use his powers to bring guys down.
Eat me. Hey, pipe down, boys. Can't wait to spend some of this damn money.
I'm interested to see what Monolith is going to do with, Wonder Woman, personally. I just find it weird that it's going to be set in the Arkham universe and then they killed off Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad.
You been sleeping with a dictionary or something?
Clearly didn't think that one through.
Yeah, well, be sure to put in a complaint when the boss comes back.
Just saying.
Just remember one
Hello, Nightwing. Take down this large man.
Here you go.
Oh, this even? Give me a break. I think I might try using one hand, making it.
Bam!
Come on, admit it, Bruce. You're having fun.
I won't be satisfied until I bring Penguin to justice.
You always were great at killing a party.
Yeah, it is legitimately because Harley Quinn is popular that Suicide Squad stuff keeps going on. The thing is, like, the most recent game, like, they had no clue, like, whoever wrote it had no clue about anything with the Arkham games. There's, like, no character development whatsoever. The whole thing just kind of seems like it was thrown together rather slapdash. Kaboom!
Imagine Penguin's not too happy with us right now. Can only have a couple of these weapon caches left.
Keep looking. Let me know as soon as you find anything.
Of course. I wouldn't miss seeing the look on his face for the world.
So he became popular because of Margot. Well, Harley Quinn has always had a fan base. Like, Harley Quinn has had a lot of fans since Batman the Animated Series. That's where she was created. So yeah. So she's been around for a while. It's just,
Sir, we have reports of a hostage situation somewhere in Trisha. I'm confident it's one of the missing fire crew.
There he is! Run him down! You seen Scarecrow's face up close? Word is he had surgery after getting mauled by some kind of mutant crocodile. Imagine what it looked like.
said there was one of the...
You had enough,
Aha.
punk? Speak up, we can't hear you. You won't win. You make it sound like you're still in the fight. This game is over, pal. You're finished. The whole city's gone under. There's not a damn thing you or anyone can do about it. Look up.
Now, there they are.
Look out!
Hello, fellas. Ow! Dick.
What do you want me to hit first? Die, man. I'm gonna mess you up.
Getting tired of these dudes. Sit the fuck down. Alright, third big guy down.
Your face will be dust.
Bam! Yeah, the big guy punches come shockingly quick.
The city finally got to him. I'm sick of it. All of it.
I need you to stay calm. This won't help anyone.
I'm sorry. It's just all that's happened. It hasn't
If
been
Inglewood was a
like
video
curse
game,
or
what
something.
kind of game would you want it to be? It depends on
Was a cause
the
ever
budget.
established?
Nothing concrete. We were chasing our tails on that one. Hey, the way our luck's been, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the devil himself.
Wait here.
Given-
The officer's on his way to pick you up.
You guys good to just chat for a bit? Because I'm getting kind of tired, but I want to just hang out for a bit. We're going to just chat for a while. That is a really good question. So how would I want an Inglewood game to play? If I had a small budget, what I would do is one thing that I've been thinking to myself about is I have been thinking, one of my favorite SNES games is Maximum Carnage. And it's a great beat 'em up, great art style, great everything. Just awesome video game. And I would do something like that for Inglewood. Just do a straight, like, old school pixel SNES beat 'em up. 16-bit music and everything. If I had the budget of, like, a AA title, has anyone in here ever played the game Sifu? It's this game here. This would kind of be what I would be looking for. It's kind of like the Arkham games. I'm going to go ahead and turn my headset off. It's kind of like the Arkham games in the sense that, it's a third-person action title that has, it's kind of basically a third-person beat-em-up. But it's very technical, where you have to be, there's no, like, just counter button. Like, your counters have to be properly timed. You can block and dodge. And, that's basically, and how you do it has to be done precisely for whatever attack you're being attacked with. So, it is effectively a more complicated version of the Arkham combat system, but in a way that makes sense. I would kind of go something like this. But I would also pair it, like, so the combat would be a bit more complex. Because one thing I would add in, because Saint has that high-impact tonfa system, you would have access to different weaponry at your disposal. You would have the tonfa themselves. He can turn them into nunchaku. He can also turn them into a quarterstaff, into a 3-section staff. I would just pick a few, but I would have like a rage mode, basically. And in that rage mode is when he busts those out. The other thing, though, that I would have is I would integrate something from Condemned to Criminal Origin, or Condemned to Bloodshot, where you would actually have to solve crimes, and figure out what is happening within the city with the overall story. So, combining gameplay of Sifu with style change of DMC. Basically, yeah. And, like, some of the takedowns, like, I would want to orchestrate it to where there's different types. like there are... So basically, like the takedown, you build up your meter, your combo meter, so you can just click a couple buttons and take a guy out, right? Well, there'd be different types. There would be strikes, which are like one hit knockdowns, and then you would have ones that are a little bit more high risk, but do more damage. So, and again, I'm just spitballing off the top of my head, but the basic idea is that is what I would do, how I would have it done. And then if it was a AAA game, I would have all that, but instead of just levels, I would have it that it's an open city, kind of like the Arkham games. So basically, I would make it similar to Arkham, but you can't get around with like a cape and shit, or swinging or things along those lines. You actually have to plan your way. You would have to plan your way through town to stay inconspicuous. So, love the desktop. Me too. I think I've got a few other Warhammer wallpapers, but I don't remember. Let me have a look. Got this one for Space Marine 2. Got this one of Vulcan working at his forge. Bit of Venom, Vegeta, Doom, Megas XLR. Black Templars. More Salamanders. I love this one right here. Just the alien and predator playing chess. White Scars, Salamanders, Black Templars, Imperial Fists. These are the Blood Angels. I think that's all I got for Warhammer. I love this one. This is an old wallpaper. This is from Gears 3. This is a very old one. One time I went to the coffee shop at my college early in the morning. And I changed all the desktop wallpapers to this image. Doomslayer, Darth Vader. Yep, that's it. And then... What are the other good ones? Got a bunch of Gundam wallpapers too, but... Yeah. I'm going to keep the Salamander one for a while, though. Should get one of the Shark Boys? I don't know if there is one. Because this art here is... It's done by the concept artist over at Saber Interactive. But he was contracted to do the box sets for several chapters. The Salamanders, the Fists, the Blood Angels, and the Ultramarines. and his art is gorgeous, as you can see. So, but yeah. You know, one thing it does to help me staying awake, this new chair I got is comfy. It's not complex or anything. I didn't want another gaming chair. I just wanted a simple chair that has metal legs and metal supports, with a comfy felt seat, and that's what I got. I got it for less than $100. And it's not even like... I realized that I didn't really need a mid-back chair either. Because whenever I'm sitting down at my computer, unless I'm typing, I'm usually just like this. Just chilling, you know? So I sat in it for a bit and just typed some stuff. And it was nice. It was pretty comfortable. So the only thing that I'm missing is arm support. So whenever I'm not working on stuff, I have my right arm resting on the desk. So, would the Gears universe survive in Warhammer? No. Fuck no. I would put them around just guardsmen, to be honest with you. Remember back in the 90s when Vin Diesel got to start doing Street Shark ads? I do remember that. Though his big break was Saving Private Ryan. If I remember right. But yeah, I don't even know if there are there Carcharodon's wallpapers? Let's have a look. Oh, let's see what we can find here. There might be. Let me tools, more size, large. Okay, let's have a look and see what we can find here. Not really wallpaper sized, but they're close. There's some dope art of Tiberos the Red fucking Wake, though. That's Grey Knights. That's AI art. That's people cosplaying as the Carcharodons. Oh, that's a mod for Space Marine. That's about it. So... I at least found some cool art. So yeah, this one here looks like they're fighting off some Dark Eldar. This is from their battles with the Night Lords. Which they ended up causing the Night Lords to retreat. They scared the shit out of them too, which is awesome. Then we have Tiberos himself. You guys aren't even seeing what I'm looking at. Hold on, sorry. I'm very tired. So this was the first image, where it looks like they're taking on some Drukhari. Then we got, this is from their encounters with the Night Lords, which they won this conflict. They scared the shit out of the Night Lords. The Night Lords fucking ran away from them. The Night Lords are just bullies. They're not much when it comes to being a chapter. Then here's Tiberos himself. Though I don't know why this Marine back here is wearing a helmet from the Horus Heresy, but whatever. Let's say Tiberos is too young for that. Tiberos is like... Now, young is relative here. Tiberos is like 500 years old. He's an old chapter master at this point. Because he was young during the Badab War, but that was like 500 years ago. But yeah, Tiberos is still alive in the era Indomitus. If I ever got to write a book for the Black Library, I have flat out said that Tiberos is who I would want to write. I want to write a Tiberos book. He is just such a fascinating idea to me. And I just said to myself, I don't know if any of his previous books have been called Hunger and Slake, but that's what I would call it. Because he has the dopest fucking weapon names ever. Yes, the Night Lords are very cowardly. I think this one right here, though, is probably my favorite Tiberos art, though. Because it portrays what he is. Tiberos is a monster. And if you hear and you see him come around the corner, you are unless you're a normal human, who just happens to be there, you're fucking dead. He is a scary guy. He's bigger than most of the Primarchs. That should say something. Nowhere near as powerful, but he is bigger. Because most of the Primarchs are about 8 to 9 feet tall. Tiberos is like 12 feet tall. Uh, 10.5 feet tall. Actually, no, they say 10.5 to 12. Yeah, okay, the official is 12. And, so yeah, this is what's wild. Tiberos is as tall as Vulcan. That's fucking wild. That is a big dude, and he's just an Astartes. He's not even a fucking, he's not a Primarch, he's not a Custodi. He's just a normal Space Marine. He's just really big. Wonder if Mass Effect could survive 40k. So if you take characters from Mass Effect into 40k, the big thing about Mass Effect is it is very much reliant on the rules of its own universe. So, because the technology, like, all of their stuff is reliant on Element Zero. And with no Element Zero in existence in the 40k universe, you know, what the fuck are they going to do? Because biotics are not psychers. They can't read minds. You know, they're telepaths. It's different. So there's like no connection to the warp. So if they came to the 40k, they would be powerless. The same thing with people who are tech people, because the technology doesn't work the same. So they would just basically be guardsmen. Everybody's a guardsman. This is kind of the way it works. Except for the Krogan. The Krogan are a little bit tougher. Because, oddly enough, the Krogan are inspired by the Adeptus Astartes. With the redundant nervous systems and the redundant organs and stuff like that. So, but now they're nowhere near as strong. And Astartes would rip through a Krogan like he's not even there. But Krogan would last a bit longer than your standard guardsman. Well, yeah, Warhammer has its own crazy rules, so... Yeah, Krogan would be tough as orcs, pretty much. But they don't have the respawn rate of an orc. But yeah, Mass Effect, again, it's very reliant on its own universe. Element Zero, like, they need it for their shields, they need it for their biotics, they need it for their tech. Like, without it there, their whole universe comes apart. That's the thing with a lot of sci-fi settings, though. It's like, they're extremely reliant on the rules of their universe for it to matter. It's also why, like, an ability like the voice in Dune wouldn't work in 40K because it doesn't follow the same rules. Like, an Astartes would just look at you funny. Like, Neil! No. Neil! No! What about Halo? Now, Halo is different. Because the chief himself does not have the weaponry of an Astartes, but with his armor he has the physical gifts of one. So if he... what about Stargate versus 40K? I don't know anything about Stargate, so I have no answer. All I know is it has Kurt Russell. That's kind of cool. But yeah, the Master Chief would be, would do pretty well. The elites, however, would get, or any of the alien races would not last that long because they don't have the numbers. But yeah, Chief would live a while. How long would Batman last in 40K? Oh, God. I don't know if I know the answer to that. I don't think that he would do that great because he doesn't have the resources that he has, but Batman's biggest asset is his mind. I don't know the answer, honestly. I can't really think of how it would work. What about Predators versus 40K? A Predator A predator would fuck up guardsmen. I think that goes without saying. Predators would have problems with once you get to the Astartes. Because the Astartes are just as big, considerably stronger, and could easily hunt a predator down if there's a group of them. Provided they have an experienced fighter with them. The big thing is I don't know if the predator's armament would be able to penetrate ceramite. What their armor is made out of. I don't think it would. At that point, you're just a sitting duck. Could the Justice League repel a Tyranid invasion? If they caught it early enough, yeah. I mean, Superman could bust up their ships just by flying through them really fast. They wouldn't have a defense against it. Because he's so small in comparison, but he's so powerful. Then again, superheroes are just kind of like a Superman-style superhero is just on a different level. Superman would make the Primarchs be like, what the fuck? I think the one thing that would be interesting, though, is how the warp would affect Superman, if it would be considered magic. So, anyway, guys, I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to eat these last 3 delicious donuts. And then go to sleep. Because I am very tired. So, we will be back on Tuesday. For more Batman. And hopefully I'll be able to stream a lot longer. But hopefully everybody has a great rest of your weekend. I will see y'all next time.